So Brad, for you, you mentioned all kinds of ways people are making jobs much shorter. A week-long task becomes 10 minutes. McKinsey did a study that showed that about 12 million workers may need to change jobs by 2030 from this. How do you see this playing out? Do you see a big disruption? Will we have to go to universal basic income? What do you see as the threats and the advantages there?
Yes, probably. I think it's a really interesting question, right? So we obviously don't know, but one of the things that the trends do tell us is that yes, new technologies create new use cases that we never would have imagined. New industries should show up, etc. And I believe that one of the things that it's going to do is it's going to widen the gap, especially in the beginning, between the haves and the have-nots, the skills. There's going to be people who are utilizing AI as a co-pilot to create really disruptive businesses and wealth, etc. Like one person, $1 billion company, I don't have a lot of mouths to feed, etc. And everybody else who's decided to ignore it may be on UBI, right? At the same time, one of the potential equalizing factors is the fact that, and I think you were just mentioning this, it's this democratization of the most powerful technology there is, and it enables people at low levels to become creators of value that they've never been able to do before. I was having a conversation with a friend of mine who recently saw, I think it was Tyler Perry or somebody, it was in the news, this actor and director, I think it's Tyler Perry, was about to spend millions of dollars on 9 new sound stages in Georgia. And he saw what like Sora could do. He's like, whoa, hold the horses. I'm not invested in this. This thing is so disruptive. And my friend was saying, yes, see, this is one of the problems. All these people are going to be out of work. It's like, yes, but the technology is going to enable so many more people who never had the ability to create feature-length movies on their computers. I mean, they've already done this with an iPhone. You need to have like these former huge cameras and production things. They filmed movies on iPhones. And now with artificial intelligence, you can see that people can say, wait, like a kid can go and make a feature-length movie. He can script it with ChatGPT if he wants. He can maybe film it with Sora and HeyGen and deepfakes and all of this other stuff. And as long as he's pretty good at telling a story, now it's this democratization of opportunities. In that case, I think that we made it maybe like a rubber band, right? Like we widen the gap, but then it may snap back to where the bigs don't have all the fat stack and the cards anymore. They don't have all the advantages. Now we all have advantages. That's what I'm hoping for, but it is going to dramatically disrupt some things, I think, faster. I think it's going to really hurt in the medium term, short to intermediate term, and a lot of adjustments. I mean, I'm equally as scared about this, because I'm able to obsolete myself in other ways. As a marketing and growth strategist, I'm able to do what in 10 minutes for almost free, what I used to take me a month, and I would charge like $20,000 to $50,000 for. And I was like, woo, I gotta pivot. I gotta figure this AI stuff out and put it to work, because the obsolescence risk is real.
It blows me away, actually, when we started using AI at the Oxford Club. We use it for all kinds of things, but just basic things like copy editing is something that it can do very quickly. But as we started using it, I couldn't believe how cheap it was. You talk about $20 a month to use this world-class technology that's doing something no human being has ever been able to access before, and it's so cheap. It kind of blows my mind. Do you think that the prices will come up at some point, or you think it'll go down?
No, I think, so technology is a deflationary force, right? And it's only counterbalanced by the Federal Reserve cartel who's printing money like, insane. But if that wasn't happening, everything would be a race to the bottom. Information is now a commodity. Like information, even before it was information wants to be free, but wisdom is expensive. Well, right now, wisdom is getting commoditized as well, because it's being trained on all the people's wisdom. I built the Brian Tracy bot, and his decades and decades of wisdom is now encapsulated in, my phone. He doesn't have to, get out of bed for this. So I think the prices of technology are going down, 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 and I don't want to hog this as a soapbox, but one thing that I realized back in about a year ago, when I saw how easy it is to start to create programs, I think a lot of software companies are in big danger, because for the longest time they had monopoly on pay me $20 or $100 a month and we'll create your CRM or your whatever software. We're very close to being to the point where you go to a computer and say, I need a CRM software that does this, this, and this. I want it to have the same interface as this, and I want it to do these things that doesn't exist before. It creates the program, it installs it on your local machine, and it doesn't cost you a penny. So I think a lot of software companies are going to have to pivot because it's almost like 3D printing software applications. And if everybody has the tools to do that right now, the code is getting better. It's existential question marks. I'll leave it with, I don't think that any business that's not in manual labor can feasibly plan anything realistic for more than 2 years, like what their business model is going to look like. I think the disruptions are happening so quickly,
Well,
good and bad.
It's certainly disrupted our business. Shaw, I'll turn to you.